Fan questions here at the American Red Devils on YouTube. An exclusive YouTube fan questions. You want to get into the mix, drop your comments below in the comments bar or tweet us on Twitter for some fan questions. At the Sasbo, appreciate y'all for providing extra content during these week-long breaks. NFL cutdown day was today. So in that spirit, who in this club do you see as a potential surprise sale by deadline day?
Woo, good question. Appreciate the questions. I'd love for it to be a Jadon Sancho. I'd love for that to be the deal we do. I'm a little worried about getting somebody else in. I don't think we're gonna have a chance to get a Tony because the Sancho deal will run so late. So that would be my dream player because I'm really impressed with the amount of selling and the type of selling that Ineos has done, considering the conditions. We'll talk about McSauce in a bit, but Sancho would be great. I think more likely it's a Victor Lindelof.
You don't like Sandwich. It's okay. You want him
I just want him out. Yeah, I do want him out. And I want somebody else in. But I think,
I'm just done with the drama. Done with the drama.
Exactly. I don't need any more of that shit, dude. Between Ronaldo, Ayrton Haag, Sancho.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo does not have some special place, bro. He's gone.
Yes,
He doesn't. No, he doesn't, bro. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's not above the.
This
fray.
guy hates Ronaldo. Hates De Gea. Hates you just don't even like. You don't even like the. Do you like Manchester United? Do you like Manchester United? It's don't like Ronaldo. Give me a break. He's absolute legend of the game. He's crazy.
Legend of the game.
I
don't like what he did to Manchester United, bro.
One of the best players ever to wear the shirt. Sir.
Who cares?
Absolutely. I honestly, to say
doesn't matter to me.
When he hangs it up, he will be right there, him and Messi, forever known as the greatest players of all time, up there with Charlton and Best, and Ronaldo will be up there. Now, obviously, the character, the loyalty to our club, not there, but he did wear the shirt, and it is special he played for our club. At that time, that was a very special time. Some might say the best.
Yeah, back in the... I don't like the second time he came back was a mess, bro. It was not for the wrong reasons. Yes. He was a different person. He was a different...
No, I agree.
This is a Ronaldo thing. I don't care about Ronaldo, bro. All I'm saying is...
You seem to get upset when his name is mentioned. So,
you were the one who got upset with me when I brought up Ronaldo and not being relevant and talking about the drama. So no more drama. Jadon Sancho, Lindelof, that's who I see as the most... Who's your surprise sale, sir? Buy. You want to buy? I heard Ronaldo's looking for a new club, bro.
Ronaldo. We're gonna bring Ronaldo back.
He apparently wants to get the fuck out, like everybody who plays Saudi Arabia. They're like, this is hot.
He's like any top player goes. Mbappe's gonna go sour on Madrid. All these guys that are just egos the size of the planet. They're just kind of go sour. That's just how it's gonna be. At Love the Bulls 18. Let's be 100% honest. Losing McSauce will hurt us in the long run. He's a player that rarely gets injured. Strong build and has been getting us goals. When Casemiro's contract is up, we're only left with one CDM. Obviously, Ugarte comes in as McSauce goes. But he's right. We're kind of bare in midfield when it comes to the CDM role. McTominay was kind of all over the park. I think that kind of hurt him at the end of the day. He was playing 10. Ten Hag kind of made him play almost striker at sometimes. He did great scoring goals. I just think that the fact that he didn't really have a lockdown position kind of hurts him and is one of the reasons why Ineos is letting him go.
Yeah, I think he will hurt us. Actually, I think his absence will hurt us in the short term. I think long term, we need to be, unfortunately, shipping players like McTominay, who's a fan favorite. He's a favorite of John and I. We both have a soft spot for Scott McTominay for obvious reasons. He's always played for the badge. He's scored big goals. He's an academy player. He's an academy player who hasn't been caught up in drama like some other players have. But we need to move on from the AWBs and the McSauces because if you want to become City, if you want to become the team that can compete against Real Madrid and win titles in the EPL against the City, you need to move beyond a player like McSauce. So, he's
great point.
Less of a CDM and more he was a 10 off half the time. He was being used like Fellaini was, where they were just throwing him in the box because he would make shit happen. He has good feet for a guy his size. So I think we'll feel this. I think we'll definitely feel this season, but I think this is the kind of changes that we ask for when we ask for an Ineos to come in and stop being Glazers. It's you got to do the shit that's not popular, but that's going to build a long-term success for the club.
Well, I think a great example is already played out. Whereas Aaron Wan-Bissaka, fan favorite, you rate him. Mazraoui comes in, and then he already has an assist, and he's making these great challenges. He can do both attack and defend if he's healthy, and that just shows you the level of player that should be playing there, despite maybe Aaron Wan-Bissaka being liked and being a dog when he's defending. And I feel like you're kind of seeing, okay, hopefully the same thing happens with McSauce and Ugarte, where Ugarte comes in, you're like, okay, that's the specialist in midfield we need. McTominay was more of a generalist, and you can see how a specialist can really help Manchester United going forward. So let's hope that theme continues and Ineos's calls continue to amaze us until we win the title. At Mike United Mets, if you could change one transfer this window, what would it be? I'd keep McSauce and I'd sell Casemiro instead. That is a good one.
I think if we coulda, we woulda.
I know.
Like Casemiro, that shit dried up like water in the desert, bro.
Hey, I was never buying none of that. I was never buying Saudi bailing us.
I mean,
out
to
for
be fair, the
Casemiro. No way.
Saudis, they were trying to grease their World Cup bid, and guess what? It succeeded. So they acted like they had some soccer league, which they do not. And now they're not spending money, and everybody's trying to get out because guess what? Nobody wants to play when it's 130 degrees
Dude,
out.
Mahrez went there.
Who?
Hitter.
Who?
Hitter. Mahrez went there.
Who cares?
Neymar. You know?
Yeah. Who?
That's so funny. It's
So
like,
yeah, I mean, I think McSauce will be like a fan. That's gonna hurt the fans. It's because he was so likable. In the same way, like I like McSauce, you like McSauce, but we have to move on. And you know what? Like,
So what transfer would you change?
I would have gotten Onana instead of Ugarte, but I'm all about Ugarte, bro. I
would have
wanted
gone,
Onana. I wanted Onana for a while.
I would have gotten a striker, say Ivan Toney instead of Lenny Euro because he broke his metatarsal. So I would just like go back in time and change.
Buy
that.
Osimhen because it's the same price.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can get Osimhen for 65 million euros.
It's
like,
very
what?
sad. At Fox United, quote, 2 matches in, and it already feels like Ten Hag is on the hot seat. Going to get loud if he's beaten by another coach that's only 2 matches into their Premier League career. Herzler and Slot, before an international break as well, need a win like his first season to set a tone. I mean, look, fans are not necessarily thrilled about the Brighton loss. I think it's more about the way we let it go at Brighton that's just tough to swallow. And the fact last year was subpar. I feel like we got to get the car in gear within these first 10 games. Otherwise, the seat is going to be very hot. If we continue to play like the Brightons and defend like scrambled eggs and we're not able to like finish, it's going to get hot. I mean, there's just no way around it. There's no breathing room after last year. The FA Cup is going to save your job, but it's like, hey, we got to start seeing it. And 2 matches is just people are crazy. 10 or 15 matches in, like, and we have some hard matches. Like this is a tough first 10 games. If we're like 10th in the league after that, I mean, people are going to be rightfully, heating up that seat.
People are already freaking out, and I get it because last year sucked, and it sucked for us. We broke down every match. So he's in the hot seat. It's different, right? It's not fair. It's like the club is treated differently than other clubs in the Premier League. That's fine, but like you said, you're not going to know shit until like the 1st of November because big injuries, players coming in back from tournaments. We have new players coming in, but he's got to set the tone.
All the other teams have that too. All the other teams have that too. I have to say, like Chelsea finished above us in the league and they sacked their coach. And after 15 games,
Chelsea is not the bar, bro. Like, how are they being run at the moment? I'm just saying
they're ahead of us in the league last year. So like, and that hurt. Like we collapsed at the end of last season, and it was I know it was a really rough patch. But I'm saying is that if Chelsea sack their manager and they have a shit director of football and their team is doing better after 15 games, like that's going to be tough to look at the table. Like realistically, it's how your competition is doing as well. It's like, I think United will be all right. I think it's going to be not an easy start for all the reasons you mentioned, but I think we're going to get in gear. I think Europa League will help this team. I think, Ten Hag and his new staff is just getting up to speed. I think it's going to be a slower start, but we've already seen improvements, but it's just, we're not going to be hitting the ground running like, going toe-to-toe with the likes of the top teams in the league yet. We're really sorting it out, and we have a lot of moving parts, and that's just the reality of it, despite what fans want from Manchester United and the badge. They want to be winning or at least be locked on top 4, and it might be a little more muddy than that. And so stick with the team, back the manager, back the squad. It's not going to be pretty. Scouse Bastards coming to town. We just got to pray for a win. Pray for a win at Old Trafford. Next tweet. At Sunny Cal Rob 25, what's your favorite Scott McTominay goal, sir?
It's the second goal in the game when we played City right before lockdown in the rain. It was kind of like on the volley screamer with a I think the goalie overpassed the pass. So that was just great because we headed into such a challenging period with COVID and the team and the fans and beyond just what was happening outside of football. So that was it for me. Like, that was a great goal, fun goal, and high vibes. What about you, sir?
No, it has to be the same. Like, as lame of an answer that is, that's the rain, the Sully, the way we scored, City at home, and then right before COVID, like all that, and then also like United collapsed. We weren't the same after that COVID break, and ironically, we were going to the Tottenham game. If you remember, we had tickets to Tottenham, and then we were thinking about going, and the game got shut down. The whole league got canceled. Again, we kind of jinxed it for everybody in the English Premier League.
I'd like to think that we could we caused the COVID pandemic because we were trying to go see a game. That's a good one. Yeah, we could have made some money there,
sir. You know, it's like you get a Mason Mount kit, never plays well for the team. You know, it's like we're pretty spot on the jinxes here. That was a reverse jinx that blew up in my face. At @D_Cole18, sad to see McSauce be sacrificed for the rebuild from the Glazers' incompetence. Thought he was the team's Ji-Sung Park. Tireless, scored clutch goals, okay with the bench role, and always gave it all. 8 out of 10 windows so far. Just need another striker, midfielder, and left back. Palmer, Cucurella for Sancho. In our dreams, that does beg a good point that right now United is talking about Raheem Sterling, Sancho swap, Chilwell, sprinkle some Chilwell on top as well. Like some late deal with Chelsea where we can take Sterling and they can take Sancho. I like that just because you're getting rid of some.
You like that?
I like it. I like it.
I do not.
I like it.
What do you like about it?
I like that Sterling does not want to play for Chelsea and he needs a place to go, and there's only one, and Sancho doesn't want to play for United, and he needs a place to go, and there's only one, and so we get a punt on another high-paid prima donna who might be able to play for us. Like, because otherwise you are guaranteed a prima donna that will not play for you. Like, so it's like punt for another one. It probably won't work out, but like Sancho will definitely not work out, sounds like.
I mean, I think like Sterling has this incredible stat where he's never scored against Manchester United.
Like nothing for something is what I'm thinking versus
no, it's
nothing
for nothing. It's like you're trading a 23-year-old for a 29-year-old who's on actually more wages, shorter contract. But literally, like
fine. Sancho at United, nothing. You prefer that. You prefer Jadon Sancho on United.
There's more resale value in Jadon Sancho, even at 23. Even with
I
all
would
the issues.
suggest that the market says there is no resale value for his wages.
So we're going to take an older player.
If Manchester United had an offer for Jadon Sancho, we would obviously sell it. We would obviously sell him to anyone who would buy him for £20 million right now. Like now, we would take that deal. Deal's not on the table. So we're having to get creative with a team like Chelsea, who has another player who's refusing to play for them, and be like, hey, can we just swap these horrible contracts? And you might literally get a guy who wants to play for you instead of somebody who won't. And so I think in the absence of any transaction for Jadon Sancho, that is a punt, and you get Sancho off the books at United.
But you have another player who doesn't want to play for his contracted club with an ego issue that has no resale value, that's on more money than Jadon Sancho.
Sancho has zero resale value. He has none. So does
Sterling then. So I don't like that deal at all.
So it's like you're taking a steaming bag of
It's like the Mkhitaryan for Alexis Sanchez deal. Like,
yes, exactly.
I never understood that deal in the first place, but Mkhitaryan sure has deficiencies, but Alexis Sanchez like had a shit attitude and wasn't that good of a fucking player. When he showed
I agree.
Up.
You don't want to swap for you want to swap
get them
for a
out.
player.
You want bad personalities out. And I actually don't know anything about Sterling at all, really, other than
but you don't like Sancho, and so you want to keep Sancho in spite of maybe getting Sterling. Is that so? Like, if that's the only
like
deal,
a very bad deal on paper.
Okay, so Jadon Sancho stays at United. You're happy.
Did I say that? You're putting words in my mouth.
No, but I'm saying if that's the only deal. Sterling for Sancho.
We'll loan him out. We'll pay. We're gonna. Are you fucking kidding me? We'll loan him out. We'll pay his contract. And we'll get him out of the club because he's just it's not going to be good for us, bro. So that costs us more money. It's going to cost us money regardless.
So you would rather pay Jadon Sancho to play for another team than pay Sterling to play for Manchester United?
What makes you think that he's going to want to play for us? Like, if he doesn't want to play for Chelsea, who are paying him $300,000 a week.
Well, he doesn't have a starting position. That's the whole point.
He's not going to have a starting position at Manchester United, bro.
No,
he's not going to start. He'll get a game, but like he's not going to take Garnacho's spot.
He is an underrated player who I don't rate.
When are you a Sterling? This came out of left. Is he on your fantasy team?
This is literally.
Is he on your fantasy team?
Have you not seen the Sterling? Like Manchester United
No,
from
of course
Romano.
I've seen the rumors.
They're meeting
I'm
tomorrow.
Just very shocked that you are
Chelsea,
hot on this deal.
So here's the thing: Chelsea need to get rid of players late in the window, and United are listening, and they have Jadon Sancho, and I would like to see Sancho leave United and go to Chelsea. If Chilwell could come our way, something could happen. I'd be okay with that. I think the best thing for Manchester United is to get Sancho off of the books because he does not want to play for us, and Sterling doesn't want to play for Chelsea. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, sir. So as crazy as it sounds, it's just disgusting. But I see like a little bit of upside getting rid of Sancho. Like I thought you would be wanting to get rid of him more than me. I'm like, I think Sancho should just like fix the drama with Ten Hag and play, but it doesn't appear that that's going to go that way. It appears that he does not want anything to do with this club, and
he doesn't want to play
him
nice.
out.
He doesn't want to play nice at all.
No, he doesn't.
He's made that clear. Apparently, apparently, he had a kumbaya, and then he's like still like,
no, it's gone. No,
he doesn't want to play nice at all.
He does not want to stay at United, and he wants to leave. And I just think if you could get Sterling and just have a punt on if he wants to play for us,
just give him away. Be like Chelsea, take him for free. Honestly,
no,
just
because you have to pay him like $40 million.
Give him away to Chelsea. Be like, you could keep Sterling. You take him. We don't want nothing back. Literally,
no, but it's not free. You have to pay $40 million wages left on his contract. There's $40 million pounds you have to pay.
I understand that you have him. That's the transfer fees. Like, just
you
take his
wages.
Just take his wages. That's it.
Yeah, but no one will pay that.
Yeah, well, I don't
That's
want
what
Raheem
I'm saying.
Sterling,
It's
bro.
like they will only absorb Sancho's overpaid wages if they get rid of Sterling's.
This is outside our pay grade, bro. It's on Ineos. I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but you're not in charge. I'm not in charge. Let's see. We have the best front office in the league now. Let's see what decision they make. This is a tough one.
As soon as Sterling signs, getting you the Sterling kit, sir.
Do not give it. Then he will not play a game because our luck with shirts is fucking atrocious. Mason Mount number 7.
LOL. What a day.
I think that's a good one to end with.
Sterling, Sancho, United. What do you think? You think we're nuts? You want Sterling at United.
He could
you
totally
want
do well.
He'd
probably do well. He'd probably do well. I didn't like Alexis Sanchez came in and acted like a fucking big deal, and then he came, and then he was like, the worst day of my life was the day I joined Alexis Sanchez.
We're not signing Sanchez. It's Sterling.
It's the same deal, bro. It's like swap deal. London club.
One's from Chile. One's from Chile. One's from the UK, sir. Regardless, let us know what you think about Sterling in the comments below. Muppet take everything. It's been real. We're going to keep you posting all the transfers here on the American Red Devils YouTube channel.